It's become self-evident as I stand in my authenticity. They become stuck like sediment and unfortunately stepping in the fire of the forge while acting as a replicator. Walking, talking, moving, grooving, acting like me. But there's just one thing, it is interesting. They're too busy looking at the humanity to witness to the divinity within me. Admittedly, I try to reach out to you, but the line was hacked and crackjacked and rerouted back to a white rabbit who said I had too much baggage to stuff above death's luggage rack, leaving me to my surprise, wondering why did the airplane so I fly by under the blanket of the night sky, illuminating all that was hidden in the dark like a shimmer in the eye, a glimmer of hope now seen 2 times in one's lifetime. So I see just between you and me. When I was just a little boy, I used to see and do some crazy things. Some of the things I used to see and do were mentally and cryptic to me. When I got a little older, I realized I'm a chosen one of my father's first creations, carried down a flight of stairs, seeing a million sparkles in my eyes, wondering why the exterior wall of my closet had exploded, overflowing into a river of gold and more crowns, gems and crowns than anyone could count. Down, down, down into the depths of the river we go. Next thing I know, a memory flashes back from another lifetime. In fact, we're on the road as I'm blacking in and out. I hear him calling out the name Nicky, not knowing what he was talking about. I hear a flatulent gas being passed from the back. It was so strong, I started to choke and gasp. I said, what was that? And then I look back, all that I see is a big garbage bag that smells like a waste treatment plant at the peak of the summer's heat. I believe the death fart that came from in the bag in the back, I believe it was me. I had died and came back. Me to my surprise, I grew up on the nicer side of shady side. Lately I escaped to a place in my mind. I go back in time where most of them are still alive, then start hurting once I start thinking of how many had died, and how I'm one of the few still alive right now, emotionally exploding inside on an emotional roller coaster ride with the spirit from ancient times as my guide, waiting for the general to raise the dry bones back to life. In fact, he is the thing that provides me with the ability to not die. So we gonna see just how far up that mountainside I'ma climb as our worlds collide. Then I realized I was just on the opposite side of a bipolarized man who can walk a tightrope of twine so fine on that finite line. Vertebrae straightening as I start to raise, pulling myself back up from the dirt again. Looks like I'm more alive than I have been since I got stuck in a time warp since 2004 by a malacent, deceitful, sick, sadistic prick that jacked up several generations, turning once thriving places into barren, dead wasteland. So I turned into Pickle Nick and found my own portal gun to escape and go into places that they couldn't even imagine or even fathom. You should stop by and at least say hi. Sorry for not being able to connect. Every time I tried to reach out, I was stopped by Dave at the security station every time.
Hey, Dave is not here, man. And neither is Em. Everyone is remote working ever since the pandemic had begun.
So now I'm here now in the city where the main street is King James Way. Find me on the field with the rubber duck on my head like Neo in the tub, thinking the same thing. Forget the blue pill that was created by a demonic democrat for enslavement. In fact, I didn't dump them in the sink, I just threw them in the trash. Maybe it was the fire that I smoked to get higher that put them on the wire, that kept me in the desire that I've got an empire built upon some hopes and some dreams. When you hear me, I hope you know what I mean. The things that I've seen, you won't even see in your dreams, cause the things that I've seen, they were meant for me. Time to light a spark and restart the arc that's already been activated. If you don't come awaken the one still sleeping, it'll be non-existence for the end of your future sentences.